Hello again. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to the channel if it's the first time you've done it. Um, so, just to give you some context for this channel, I just riff about personal development, life, a few thoughts, being an expat, being a black expat. I suppose, yeah, I haven't really talked about that much. Just being, really. I don't edit these, so this is warts and all. But this is really part of my personal development journey to just practice. As I've said in previous videos, my goal was to do 26 videos over the course of 2024 just to get comfortable speaking in front of a camera. That was it. I've now, I think, done about 23, as in, rather than do one every 2 weeks, I've kind of done one every week plus a few during the week. So I've got into the spirit of it, because this is really what this is about: putting in the reps, practicing, trying things, tweaking, getting a bit uncomfortable, making mistakes in public, which this is, even though I don't know how many people will actually ever see these videos. I'm not telling the world that I'm doing these videos, but there you go. So I'm just kind of winging it. Okay, so in the last week I have finished my detox. So every 6 months I try to detox for about a month. And so I cut out certain foods, meat, dairy, alcohol, caffeine, blah, 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 blah. I also sometimes do things like an online detox. So I cut out the socials as much as I can. Just trying to get a bit of clarity. This detox wasn't the most zen-like. I didn't really kind of go all out, I guess. I was probably a bit soft in certain areas in terms of my adherence. But, the food bit I tended to keep to. One thing that I have done is try to do a bit more decluttering. And this is something I always know I need to do more of, because I've got so much stuff in life. As an expat that's been living in Asia for a long time, over a decade and a half, I've collected stuff. I brought things over from the UK, which is where I'm from, all those years ago, and I still have. And I did a declutter yesterday of some suits. So I work from home one day a week. Today, the day I normally do these videos. I have smart casual dress down on a Friday. So really, I only need suits for 3 days. Back in the day, I'd have to have suits for at least 4, maybe 5 days. So I went through my wardrobe yesterday, and I saw all these suits that just, I don't need anymore, and also they're just dated. I mean, I'm not any fashion guru person, but these are 3 buttons with very kind of baggy-ish legs. I know the world's moved on since then. The ties I've got fairly wide bases to them, not quite kipper, but bigger than what is fashionable these days. But I've just left them in there, just kind of waiting for something to happen, and sometime I'd have to wear them. When in reality, I don't need to wear them anymore because they're out of date. There's a realization. But also, I saw this jacket that I've just kept in the drawer, that I've never tried on. I haven't tried on for a good 5-6 years, but I've had for over 20 years. I had when I was back in the UK, and I tried it on yesterday, and I thought, this is shit. Apologies for the words, but this is a horrible jacket. So that has been recycled, given to our helper, who will ship stuff back to the Philippines. For people that would have better use for it than I would have, either to wear it or to resell it. But yes, the long and short of it is, it's been good to declutter. And we all need to declutter our lives. I'm going to do a bit more decluttering of paper. My decluttering is meant to be physical, so things like clothes and paper. Digital, which is things like apps on my phone, emails I've stored for some reason and are no longer required. And I can't remember the other. Digital, physical, and other, which is things like, I can't remember what the other is. There you go. See, this is this is stream of consciousness at the moment. But regardless, the idea is to be able to get rid of things that I don't need, so that I can have a clearer sense of thinking and thought process, and to actually use things that I have in a better way. One thing I realise is I like books. I don't necessarily like reading the books, I just like having books. So what I'm doing now is starting to read books that I bought 4, 5, 6 years ago and haven't actually got through or started. And I'm also rereading old books. Because again, this is about being efficient and effective. There's some books I've liked, I just can't remember the message. So now I'm rereading them, rather than trying to find the next New York bestseller, etc. No, just read what you have and go deeper and become an expert in that thinking, if that resonates or aligns with your way of seeing the world. That's something I'm doing at the moment. So one of those books is Annie Duke, Thinking in Bets, which is all about how to think like a poker player in life, where very often we think about the results and determine based on the results whether the decision was good or bad, when actually, really, the decision could have been very good, the outcome just was unfortunate. So you could have made a very good decision, got the outcome you didn't want, or alternatively, made a bad decision and got a good outcome. My goal is to make good decisions, and if the outcome doesn't work out, I can live with it. And that's really the way to start thinking about life. Stop thinking about the resulting, as they call it, the outcome. Think about the process to get to the outcome. If the outcome doesn't work out, it wasn't to be. So those are the kind of books I'm looking to read. Again, this is part of my personal development journey. As I always say, everyone should try this speaking into a camera, even if nobody signs up to read it or to watch it, even if the videos are crap. I look back at my first videos and I still do get nervous, I'm not going to deny, speaking to a camera, but I feel that I've become more comfortable with it. Again, it's putting in the reps, it's the more practice, the more you see yourself speaking in public, the more comfortable you get. So it's important to try these things, and I would suggest everybody tries to do this kind of thing. I've actually got on a course in 2 weeks' time where we are going to practice, because I do Zoom calls and have to present certain information in Zoom calls. I'm going to have to see myself, see what others have seen on these recordings within a group. But that's okay, because I've practiced this, so I know what I look like at times. I know my eyes go up sometimes. I know I can speak too fast sometimes. I know I can move my hands a lot sometimes. I'm comfortable with being kind of fallible and me. So that's really where I've been going with all of this. I'm trying to, I think I said last week, I'm trying to focus hard on just doing stuff rather than just conceptualizing doing stuff. So I set myself a target. I'm going back to the UK in August for a holiday, and I want to by August have in place different things to show off. And if that's the right way of looking at it, my incentive is to say to friends, look at me, I've done this, that and the other. And that's going to really focus on spirituality, so kind of get more aligned with my own belief system and live it in a way that I can speak my truths, if you will. So that's one thing. Physically, I mean, it is ego. Looking for a summer bod. I don't really want that. I just don't want to feel as many aches. So that means I need to get to the gym and work on a few things and do some massages, things like that. When you get to middle age, these things happen a lot more. So that's the other one. And also side hustles. I'm all about the idea of having additional income streams. Very important. We cannot rely on a company, the governments. I mean, I'm not conspiratorial, but you can't rely on the governments, your employer, your boss. Things happen. So to make sure you have income streams in place. Now, I already have had, but I need to start building out in a structured, methodical and systematic way. And that's really my goal, to show to my friends, look at me. Now that, yes, it sounds egotistical, but I know that kind of thing can be an incentive for me. So you find what incentivizes you in order to do what you need to do to reach your goals. Okay, well, I think I've talked long enough, but what I will do is do another picture of my view. Last week I did a picture of bamboo scaffolding. It's still there. Have a look at it again. Yeah, this is bamboo scaffolding. So yeah, just to prove, if you will, that I do live in Asia. I'm on the 11th floor, so you can see all the way down to ground. This is across the way from me. I don't know, there's no workmen on it at the moment. This could stay up for months, depending on how much work they've got to do. It's the nature you get in this town. Yeah, bit of lovely blue sky, and I think that's it for now. So that's me, and yeah, I've got nothing more to say at the moment. Have a good week, and hopefully I'll speak again next week with signs of progress. And that's the thing, progress. Put in the reps, keep on moving forward. Bye for now.